Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Maliciousness. I'm just going to borrow all these from you real quick, because I just, I like reading, just a good thing to have. Hey, buddy. How you doing? You doing alright? Anything else you can teach me, by the way? Just wondering. Now that I'm kind of just here. Oh yeah, the man with the limp.
I'm looking for a fellow who lives here, but I don't know his name. Do you know anyone with a limp?
Must be that farmhand Lubosh.
Ah.
I don't know what the hell you'd want him for, and I don't much care. He's got a cottage on the edge of the village near the stream.
Okay. Can I trade with you for some things you got? Evilness. The Czechs indulge in sins of wrongdoing. Maiden War. Czechs homeland. Prague. Treaty. MSD. Popal Tournaments. Nightly Joust. Primer. Skill book on reading. Reading 2. Okay, so these things right here actually have links on them, which will let me learn about them. So these are the ones I don't know anything about. I spent a lot of money on reading already. I have some other books we can work on, so let's not focus on it too hard. So.
Are you serious?
Sorry, Bree. You just left me in your house, dude. He's a fairly trusting soul, isn't he? That's a very hard lockpick. That's a no. What else we got in here? Nice bed. Yep, I was going to rob you. Now I'm just going to run for my very life.
Damn.
Sorry. Big shoulders. What do you want from me? What I kind of want to do now is actually just sleep for a while and get ready for this next incoming fight. We have the market store here. So if I sit down... I can't sit down there. Found the pillory. Yeah, I'd rather not find that again, if you don't mind. Hi, you're a trader? Let's see what I got.
I'm at your service, Sir Knight.
Ah, thank you. Let's suck trade. What do you got? You got general goods. Minor potion. You sell it for less than the other guy? Huh. Interesting. Quilted brown jacket, mostly for equipped with fancy buttons. Okay, I see. Blacksmith kit, 4 containing hammer, pliers, and a polish. Small cobbler, small tailor. A spade. I did lose one of those, which helped me dig people up. I did find a grave on my way over here, so it might be a bad idea to grab one of those. Axe is good for just hitting people, right? Yeah. Weapons. Yeah, so if I sell you anything, do I have anything to sell? Carrots, dagger, other things I just generally have on me. Yeah. Okay. So. Nope.
What do you want?
Nope.
You have no business here.
I just want to walk out. I'm trespassing. Ugh. Apologies. Let's find... that was just the merchant. If I can find an inn to rest at, that'd be great. So I can actually recover my wounds. Trader, grocer, scribe, quest tipster, unknown places, the field. Let's go down the main road here and try to see if we can find just an inn or something. I thought it'd be over here, but I was wrong. Nope. I do have potions on me. I'd rather not spend them until absolutely needed to. Vitality level up as well. Let's see. Player strength level up for 6 + 1 because I'm in a town. So, Gravedigger, no. Tight grip. Boar. You complete an input stamina by bumping into them with a sprint. The effect is increased if your armor is heavier than his. It's going to be happening pretty often. Your stamina regeneration will not slow down in combat, even on the soul's backswing. Yes, please, give me that. 6. Is it technically 6? It's 6 + 1 for the buff, so it didn't give me anything else. Vitality is 6, 7 for speech. Yeah, so I want to fight in town as much as possible. Does that mean I just want to kill a bunch of guards? We'll think about that. There's lodgings. I discovered lodgings and I can't actually go through the door because I'm too fat. Is that it? Okay, close door, open door. There we go. Is every door in this establishment just bugged? Come on. And think thin. Hey, innkeeper.
Good health to you.
Yeah, and to you. Ooh, what's happening around here, by the way?
Is there anything suspicious going on in these parts?
Indeed, there is. Around here, you should hear about what Vashek the groom has been up to at the stables. When the head groom told the lads here, they fell off their seats laughing. And that's not all. Just last night, Father Godwin was here, calling fire and brimstone down on old Gertrude, the herb woman. He's not one to make a fuss over some trifle either.
Okay. It's still white. Is there something else?
Is there anything suspicious going on in these parts?
Nothing out of the ordinary, praise God.
Okay, so it's just a new thing to talk. Okay, trade real quick. You got anything on you? Bandages, I have a few of those. Beer, if I want to, buff myself up a little bit. If I want to save there. Sprites. There's a hangover. Nothing else to sell. I do want to sleep, though. So.
Can I sleep here?
Aye, there's room here. For how long?
Just overnight.
Just the one night?
No problem, but you pay in advance.
2 coins? Pfft, sure, I'll just pay it.
Here you are.
You'll like it here. Like sleeping on a cloud it is.
Sounds good. My bed, where's that?
Where do I go to sleep?
You'll have no trouble finding it. Right inside the door to the building, there's a ladder up to the loft. Your bed's ready there, and a trunk for your belongings.
Yeah, I'm going to sleep with all my stuff on me, just saying. I played enough. Why? Every door. Do I take off my armor for just moving around inside buildings? I can't move through this door.
Be a bit more careful.
Game? Can I just... inventory. Armor. Do I just need to take off my stuff? Unequip that. Yeah, that's one thing that I can think of that really make me wider. Just the cough, my arms. There we go. Guys. I can't go through this door.
Hey.
You're kidding me. Oh. How about here? How about here? Can I fast travel? Map. I'm trapped in this house. Oh my gosh. Well, I want to sleep. Hopefully it doesn't bug out and break me again. Come on. Okay. F this house. Okay. You know what? I don't need healing. I don't need sleep. Put our armor back on because, I need all the protection I can get right now, especially considering I can't sleep. Okay, quest giver was over here. We do have another quest kind of down here. Quest giver, scribe. Let's go check out that quest giver real quick. For the church, I guess. I mean, the more quests we get, the more XP we get, the more money we get, the better. Hi. Templar?
I see you know how to wield a sword, Father. I wouldn't have expected that from a man of the cloth.
With a stick. I practice with a stick. A reminder of my youth and days gone by, and it helps keep me in good form.
Do you have any work that needs doing?
My dear lad, I have more worries than I can bear. Another pair of shoulders would ease my burden. I have to deal with a local witch.
A witch?
The herb woman, old Gertrude. That devious hag who will stoop to anything. Like all herbalists, for that matter.
Oh, don't tell me. The cows are giving blood instead of milk, and babies are being born with 2 heads and a tail.
This is no laughing matter. Gertrude isn't evil. She just has peculiar ideas about what's good for people. A little bird told me she incited some Ujet's women to witchery.
What?
A little bird told you, did it?
You know how good people are at seeing the splinter in another's eye and not the beam in their own.
In other words, someone's been gossiping.
Alright, what's the problem?
As long as herb women stick to giving psychic to folk and bloated cows, assisting in childbirth, or burning incense in bedrooms to help with sleep, then nothing at all. But this is sacrilege, and it's unsafe. All sorts of molds and lichens and poisonous plants and other foul things go into those concoctions. I'd hate to see her poison some poor gullible lass.
Okay.
What do you want me to do?
I want you to go and see her and find out what she's been up to. I know she lives in fear of the Holy Church, so tell her I sent you. That will make her talk and think twice about encouraging witchcraft. If you learn that she truly did involve folk in some foolishness, find out all you can and deal with it.
Got it. Sure, I'll
Consider it done.
help out. The quest mark
Good.
P.
And never fear. I'm a man who always pays his debts. You'll find Gertrude, the old herb woman, in the woods.
Playing with the devil, he said. 1 second, guys. Alright. There we go. Nothing on my end. Let's go. So the problem with recording a giant batch at once is just you don't have your emails come out and you don't know if it's good or not. Hi, my face. There we go. So A is him. Where's Gertrude? I actually can't tell where Gertrude is in this world. Down here? Maybe. Let's go place a marker there. Gonna talk to her. I mean, I thought normally if you accept a quest, they have a, like, actually a quest marker where you need to go. Hi, pig. Yeah, this getting hurt all the time methodology is definitely kicking my butt. Alright, down here. This looks pretty well off, actually. Oh, the grocer. Okay, that's not right then. Okay, journal. Ruin, kill the camp leader. Rob the rich, give to the poor. Take the ring. Oh, deal with the devil. Wow, way over there? I have to go to Talbot and go back up north. Okay, well, I'd rather not make too far of a journey out, if you don't mind. So, yeah, let's go back and deal with Operation A. We'll see down here as well if there's anything we want to do. Plus, there's a quest giver over here as well. Something's going on. Also, let's take away the marker. There we go. Quest marker. But you won't knock on my wall. Quest marker. I'm actually really tempted to just, you know, using the potions to heal up, but we'll see how this goes. I have pretty good armor and defenses, so we'll see what comes up of this. You good? Okay. Thought he was like trying to sell me something or whatnot. Okay. That's a long journey. Come, Pebbles. Who named you, by the way? Why would you name a horse Pebbles? Oh, God. Careful, 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 careful. To the right! Left! Okay, it should be this house, I think. Once again, good attention to detail in the sound effects. There we go. This is gonna go well. Hi, mob. He's dead, isn't he?
Move along, citizens. Move along. There's nothing to see here.
If that's what you call nothing to see, I'd like to know what something to see looks like.
By the keys of St. Peter, this is all I need. We'll have to send word to Sir Hanush.
That might not be necessary.
Who are you?
I'm Henry of Skalitz, in the service of Hanush's Captain Bernard. I'm investigating the attack at Neuhof, and I think this could be related.
Well, I'm the bailiff of Auschwitz. And I say we don't want any of that kind of trouble around here. What makes you think this has anything to do with Neuhof?
One of the folk at the stud farm recognized someone from Auschwitz among the bandits.
We have no bandits or murderers around here.
Really? They say he had a limp?
Shit. Well, allow me to introduce you to Limpy Lubosh. Or all that's left of him. Whoa! Sacre.
Nothing's ever easy. I'll have to take a look around and ask a few more questions, if that's all right with you.
You can take this mess off my hands and welcome to it. As for what else there is to find out, I don't know. But look and ask all you like.
He had a decent sized house too. So I might have been too late. That just might have been a thing that happened. I'm not entirely sure. I did spend a few days not being there, but who was that guy?
Who was Limpy Lubosh?
A poor crofter and a scoundrel. Can't say I'm too surprised what happened to him. He kept company with all sorts of vermin. He was always getting into some kind of trouble. Punch-ups in the tavern and what have you.
Okay.
How come he limped?
He got that from some villainy or brawl a long time ago.
Has he been up to anything suspicious lately?
I don't know. The last few days he didn't go anywhere. He was home the whole time. But he always kept everyone in the village at arm's length.
Did he have any kith or kin in the village?
None. A loner he was. I don't know the last time I saw him with anyone.
Do you happen to know where he was on the night of the Neuhof raid?
I've no idea. He kept his distance from other folk, so you never knew if he was away or holed up at home.
Alright.
When did you find the body? And did anyone see anything?
Just now. And nobody saw or heard anything. I don't know how they could gut him like that without someone hearing him scream.
Huh.
The parish priest here in Auschwitz, he's a peculiar sort of cleric. I noticed he's quite handy with a sword.
He is indeed. He's as hard as nails. More than once he's intervened in a brawl in the tavern and sat everyone on their asses. He's not to be taken lightly.
I doubt he acquired those skills at the seminary.
You know how it goes. The nobles send their youngest sons to study for the priesthood, and our parish priest has blue blood in him. He probably learned to fight at home before he went to university. That's how it goes with those aristocrats. But I heard something happened, and he was roving the world for a while. Don't know what he got up to, though.
Alright, more about Lubosh.
Another thing about Lubosh.
Anything else? Nope, that's it. Huh. Mind if I, go in? Let's, yeah.
Judas.
Huh.
Looks like this is meant to be a warning.
I can read.
But for who? And why? Maybe the gang had a falling out. But a bandit who knows how to write isn't something you see every day.
Okay, so head.
What's this? Looks like someone's hit him very hard on the head. Could they have bludgeoned him to death and then gutted him? That would explain why he didn't scream.
Let's read. Can I get anything? Arms, head, torso.
What's this?
Oh.
Lord above, they did a hell of a job on him. Must have been agony. How come no one heard anything?
feet. Okay. Well. Of course my horse can't get in here. Please don't get me stuck on these doors. Please? Okay. Well, I mean... He wasn't gonna eat it. Himself, my horse is out there. Anything else on you that I need to know of? Yeah, I'd really not know if I'm trespassing or not, if you don't mind. I would actually like to sleep here. Apple, bread, yep. I'll just take all these. I mean, I'm not really stealing, I'm just, you know, inspecting.
Nothing unusual.
Wait, open. Aha! Evidence. There's a cloak I'm looking for. Open these. A little bit of alcohol for our medicinal purposes.
Nothing here.
Let's see.
Nothing here.
Nothing down there. What else we got? Ooh. Okay. There we go. We're doing better. Let's see what we got in here. Bludgeon. Okay, nothing really, actually. Borrow all of them. Nothing else in here, really. So nothing in the house. Nope. Out. I'll take candle for some reason. Torso we've already looked at. Scan back in here. Nothing. Food was fine. Nothing over here. I don't want to sit down yet. Yeah, I got nothing. Check the bed. Nothing in here. A bed. Let's see. Is there anything outside? Oh my. Okay. Let's go check out the people around here. Why don't we? Yes. He had nothing on him. Alright. Hello, crowd. Maybe we got a name? Joseph. Yes, you.
My respects to you.
Yes, indeed. We can tell me about
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
I don't know nothing about it, but ask all you want.
Good.
That man Lubosh who was murdered, what was he like?
I didn't really know him. He kept to himself, even in the tavern.
Okay.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Come to think of it, he was in church yesterday. He was even talking to the priest and went to confession. I was wondering what he was up to take to the faith all of a sudden. But I suppose no sin's too dark for God's mercy.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
I was coming from the tavern very late that night, and I caught a glimpse of someone entering the village. He looked like he was in a hurry. It was only a shadow against the sky, but after what happened, I wouldn't wonder...
Do you know anyone Lubosh used to spend time with? Relatives or friends?
Not with anyone from the village. He used to sit in the tavern next to us sometimes, but he never said much.
Okay, let's go talk to the priest.
That's all. Thank you.
Alright. Oh, we're a little overburdened, aren't we?
You can imagine. Even more when I told her Tonda will take everything she makes.
That's great. A bit of extra coin never hurts.
Excuse me. Alright, Pebbles. Pebbles.
Do it. I've a mind to call the guards.
Don't do that. Speaking of guards and all that, let's see. Actually, just everything. Anything on me stolen? Cuban ear that is found. Green guts of the money. Nothing stolen. So, any extra weapons I have, we will just toss onto the horse. Dagger I'm holding on to cut ears off. Armor. Burger slippers for down the road. Okay, just food then. I don't want to overeat, so I'm just going to toss all this to the horse. Okay, not you. I did read there was a mod out that lets you do even more saves because of the high cost of saving yourself saving the game. It is actually pretty ridiculous, the cost of this game, especially with mods and crashes like that. If I was stuck in that house there and could not get out, that would have been infuriating if I couldn't get out there.
For all anyone knows, she might be some wild woman of the woods.
Not likely. We've already got all the wild woodland women at home ourselves. Excepting Vashek. He's got a she-dragon.
Alright. Let's keep going. Let's talk to that priest, why don't we? Excuse me. Church was at the top here, right? Pretty hard to miss, actually. Let's see. Where you at? Ah, there he is. Can I... No, can I stand up? Okay, we are standing up. Excuse me. Ooh, sorry, my lady.
Watch where you're going.
Oh, it's a concubine. Huh. That's interesting. I don't think that was really allowed around here, was it? Oh, Godwin.
God be with you.
Hey, buddy.
The blessings of our good Lord be with you, Father. I'm here in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa, investigating the massacre at Neuhof, which seems to be connected to a murder here. Can I ask you a few questions?
It seems Sir Hanush is employing children as investigators. But ask as you wish, boy. I hope this nasty business will be cleared up quickly.
Did you know Lubosh? What was he like?
A bit of a lost soul. Simple, rough fellow, but at heart I don't think he was such a bad person.
Did you notice anything suspicious recently?
My child, all sorts of suspicious things have been going on recently. People like Lubosh don't know what to do about it, and sometimes they do stupid things.
That's really not a lot of help to me, Father.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing on the day Neuhof was raided?
Unfortunately, I do know. And I'd like to help you with your investigation, but I can't.
What?
I'm bound by certain vows that forbid me to tell you.
Vows more important than catching dangerous murderers?
There are laws of God above the laws of man, son. And one of those is the sanctity of the confessional.
Can I make an exception?
Father, surely you can't be serious. There must be situations in which you can make an exception.
There are things that apply always, no matter what the circumstances. And this is one of them.
Okay, wow, +4 for us? Okay.
But Lubosh is dead. You can't hurt him, but if you don't tell me, more innocent people may die.
If I told
Really?
you, I would be betraying a vow that's a cornerstone of the Holy Church.
That was an 11.
If people believed the sanctity of the confessional couldn't be trusted, the consequences would be even worse than that.
Worse than the death of innocent Christians? Worse than the murderer escaping punishment?
No one escapes punishment.
Father, Lubosh was my only lead to the Neuhof raiders. Only he could tell me who was responsible for that massacre. If I don't find out who it was, it will probably happen again. Surely you wouldn't want that.
I wouldn't. But I can't betray the sanctity of the confessional. I'll tell you what. Give me some time and I'll try to think up some way of helping you. Suppose we talk it over in the evening. In the tavern. Over a cup of good wine. Maybe we'll come up with something.
All right. Thank you, Father.
Alright, loopholes. Okay, let's actually just wait for the evening then, I guess. Hello, Godwin's a concubine. Wow, that was random.
You live here?
Of course.
I mean here, in the presbytery.
Yeah, right here.
In the presbytery? With the parish priest?
Yes. What's the matter? Don't you like me?
Yes, of course I like you.
So why are you surprised Godwin likes me too?
I'm not. I mean, I see. I think.
Okay, just... that's it. Alright, we learned about folk songs, apparently. Also get a new level. Okay, so stats. Combat, stats, yeah. +1 on all these. That was like a +4 or something like that. Well, do I get any stuff? Nope. Not at all. Okay, domain. Well, I guess I can hold a touch more for my level? Interesting. Why? Because, like, all my stats inside here. Okay, that's nothing changed. Let's... okay, can I see the time? In the evening, he said. That doesn't really make too much. Let's see. In the evening. I kind of wish it would tell me kind of what evening is for these guys. Let's go look at, talk to some of the people, see what they think. Alright. Let's see.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Indeed, indeed. Let's see.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's not...
That's all. Thank you.
Okay. Let's go. I don't know if there's anybody else I can talk to really about this. Well, we talked to the priest. That was like kind of our only lead. So, I don't want to lockpick that. No, thank you. I'm not gonna get caught yet. Wash yourself in the trowel, just because, you know, cleanliness and all that.
What? Well, I never.
Did I just talk to you like 2 seconds ago? Wait, is this the end? That's the end. So here read a book if I want to, while we're waiting around. Inventory, quest items, other, bandage, hide. Let us read. Oh my gosh. I'm just gonna hold this open for you guys, so you guys want to read it? There you go. Huh. There's that one. On Prague. Is this actually how they wrote, or is it just I can't read? Yeah. Okay, and The Groom and the Apprentice. This is a good book, I think. Right? Reached a new level in reading. Awesome. Come as a scholar. Next page. So a lot of this... Wait. I really don't understand exactly what it says, but if I just read through it and just let your mind go, some of the words actually just kind of just make sense inside your head. Like, where at night I carefully lie, so I guess where at night I carefully lie, like a bird in the feathered night of spruce. Through at times I lie in dung, God's truth, but I still suffer a little pain, save when I am soaked in rain. I must wait till dawn when my clothing dries. I wipe it clean as soon as I rise, so the cloth is clean and bright as day. Mark my words, one thing I'll say, the peasants fear me to a man. Yeah, you just gotta let it go like that, and then you can actually read through it. Oh my gosh. Enjoy, if you want. Okay, that's all that, so I guess I'm just going to sit here and wait till evening. I think this might be evening time, so let's start there. Sitting down, I don't know if I'm do not know if I'm gonna get more energy. Man, I've been talking all day. Ah, there we go. Not losing a whole lot, so let's see if this time is when he'll show up. Kind of evening. Get up. Villager, maid, innkeeper. Oh, are these the doors that I couldn't make it through before? And now I can. Very hard. Easy. Wow. Wow. Game. Sir, this evening, you want to move, please?
Have you thought of a way to help me solve that murder?
Let's leave it for the evening. Come to the tavern after sunset and we'll talk it over.
Would you mind, you know... Okay, I guess the sun's still high to you, sir. 6 o'clock, right? Come on. Go to 6 o'clock and see what happens here. Maybe this is the only lead I have. Nobody else seems to know anything about him other than he's a loner. Some guy came in the middle of the night. I guess I could go around the town and look for something, but edge of town, I guess. Okay, now it's 6. Restart my world, please. Health of only 46. Oh my word! Reset yourself, sir. Like, this is nighttime. This is not evening. I'll go. We shall go. It's like there's a difference between afternoon, evening, like, well, actually, I think it's afternoon's kind of until like 6 o'clock. Then after 6 is like evening to me. I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think of what like the actual time is supposed to be. I'm not sure at this moment in time. All right, sun is down. It is now. Oh boy. Get over here. There's a villager. Bunch of villagers. Well, I need villagers with names on them. That'd be great.
I'll have a beer.
Father and his associate.
I'm sorry I can't tell you everything, but maybe we can work something out. But first, I'd like to hear something about you, my son. With whom do I have the honor? Where are you from?
I'm from Skalitz.
Oh, I'm sorry. What about your kin?
Yeah.
They're dead.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Here, we'll drink to them. It must have been terrible.
That was a quick drink. Sure, I'll confess to a priest. Why
It
not?
was terrible.
Where'd the wife
so
go?
Pointless.
Concubine.
We had no warning. They just appeared and began the slaughter. God knows why.
One beer for
They
me.
killed anyone who didn't make it to the shelter of the castle. My parents, my girl, even the Deutsch who was on Sigismund's side. I didn't make it to the castle. I wanted to try and help my parents, but there was nothing I could do. Then I fled to Talmberg with the Cumans on my heels. They almost killed me. They slaughtered people in the surrounding villages. There was a pile of bodies in front of the church in Rovno. Folk who tried to take refuge there, but they...
My poor child. May God grant them eternal rest. And how did you come to get this assignment? I'd have expected Sir Hanish to send that old grouch, Bernard.
Oh, they know.
He did, but I found a witness and the trail led here to Ujitz, so he sent me here to follow it up.
Ah, well, congratulations. It's nice to see someone using their head to find things out instead of torture. We'll have to drink to that. Now the most important thing. What actually happened at Noyo? The good folks hereabout are saying all kinds of terrible things, but I take most of it with a pinch of salt.
It's not important what happened. Well, it was pretty bad.
The rumors aren't exaggerated this time, unfortunately. The Neuhof stud farm was raided by bandits, but they didn't come to pillage or even take the horses. They only wanted to kill. They maimed the horses and slaughtered some people. I'm sure they would have killed more, but the bandits quarreled among themselves and broke off the attack. And judging by what's left of our Lubosh, they're still settling accounts.
I see it's every bit as bad as people claimed. Dreadful.
He's a
Well then,
robot and a half.
Here's to those poor souls who had to die so pointlessly and so terribly.
I've told you all about me. Now it's your turn, Father. You don't look much like our parish priest at home. I noticed you're pretty handy with a sword.
Do you want me to say
Wouldn't
this?
expect that of a man of the cloth.
You know what they say. The Lord moves in mysterious ways.
But this is a bit more mysterious than others.
Let's just say I haven't always been a priest. Fate led me to places where affairs were settled by force. These days, of course, it's just a bit of exercise to keep me in shape.
That was a little bit different.
I noticed there's a woman living with you at the presbytery.
What of it? Have you never met a cleric who lives with a woman before? Mother Church won't let me take her to wife. Too afraid it might lose its property to any heirs she bore me. But she cooks and cleans and, well, As a man, I have my needs.
I'm not sure the parish priest at St. James would agree with you.
I heard he was a bit odd.
Your voice acting is a bit odd, just saying.
Well, we've had an agreeable chat, but now let's get down to business. So, about this confessional seal. Do you really want more innocent people to die?
Henry, that's not how it works. There are matters in which you can't make exceptions because if you do it once, you'll forever be tempted to do it again. If people stop believing in the church because their confessional secrets are betrayed, they won't trust anyone, and that's worse than even the most hideous crime.
I understand, but that means I've reached a dead end. Those cutthroats will strike again, and I can't stop them.
Chin up, lad. I might have a solution.
What?
A tankard here!
If I tell you what Lubosh told me, I'd be betraying the confessional secret. But, first thing tomorrow, I'll try something I think might help you.
Word of honor?
I'd like a beer.
On my soul.
I always wondered about the things a priest tells his congregation. Where on earth do you get the ideas for your sermons?
Well, Ujits is in Prague. It's not enough to instruct people. They have to be entertained, too. If I only read from the Bible, I'd soon be preaching to an empty church.
Our priest wasn't exactly a bard. So what do you preach to your flock about?
It has to be something topical. Condemning vices. And, of course, describing them in detail. A tongue lashing about the two popes goes down well these days. And stories from real life, with a nice moral to them, are popular as well. Especially if they're about fornication and similar scandalous vices.
Can you give me an example?
Well, recently a priest by the name of Jan Hus started preaching in Prague, in the Czech language, and the people liked it. I hear he always has a full house. A journeyman who heard him told me what Hus is preaching, and I like the sound of it. I'm thinking about putting it in my own repertoire.
What's so amazing about it?
The preaching of Master Jan Hus about Mother Church. The lamentable wealth in which the church is drowning has turned to poison. And nearly the whole of Christendom is contaminated. Just like a flock of hungry ravens, they settled on this land to devour every grain of gold and silver. They know no mercy. Their hearts are corrupted by longing for wealth, and they shamelessly profit from everything. You want to baptize a child? Pay. You want to steal and murder? Pay and you will have absolution. What if the devil himself were to pay? Would he ascend to heaven too? With such money gained from the poor, they buy beautiful horses to ride and needless servants to pamper them. They gamble at dice and dress their whores in expensive furs, while Jesus Christ walked barefoot and had no place to lay his head. Look to your consciences, you robbers of the poor, for you are seen by God and his people too. Amen.
Well, this Jan Hus character is quite a rebel.
Oh, the congregation will love it.
I don't doubt it.
Let's drink to that.
Funny. That last bit reminds me of someone.
What do you mean? My situation's completely different. Huth preaches against the prelates and the clerics who are robbing the poor. Look at me. I don't have a pot to piss in. I'm no better off than the folk I preach to. I'm one with them in poverty and suffering and everything that troubles them. I drink with them and curse those stuffed habits in Sasau Monastery.
Wow. The teachings of Master Huss.
Where can I find out more about his teachings?
You like it? I copied down some of his sermons. If you're interested, you can read them at my presbytery.
Oh, that does... Well, I mean, I could read for it, I guess. Well... Okay, enough with the preaching stuff.
Thanks for the sermon, but I think I've been morally uplifted enough. It's getting quite late. What are your plans, Father?
What do you suppose? We have a drink, of course.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Ah, that sounds like a good plan.
I knew you wouldn't let me down.
I've reached a new level in drinking. Awesome. Wow, and she's back.
do przerażylne staje brak. Už sej moji svatý muži, nechtěl bych bejbě jich muži. Právě to jedno a tak si dáme jedno a požadem si umí jako poslední den. Půjďme se vámi, panorána slávy a pak vypal sudy a posaď se mi sem. Tak posaď se sem a vypal je ven. Ukaž kozy jako vozy, zítra je tu soudnej den. Tak nalej mi hned, ať točí se svět.
Enough of this!
Whoa!
Bailiff! Come on over here, sit down and have a drink with us.
Don't vex me again, Father. It's 3 hours past dusk, and curfew is long gone.
So what?
So, I'll have you all whipped and put in the stocks, and I'll write a letter to the bishop about you, priest.
Well, nothing to worry about then. Everyone knows the only one around here who can ride is me.
Enough! Men, throw them out.
Wait, them? Uh-oh. Well,
You looking for a fight? Henry, back me up.
Why not? This is gonna hurt. Sinner. Here we go.
Come on in, bailiff.
Wow, there is so many of you guys. And I'm already injured too. Yeah, I'm not doing well, am I? Hey, I helped him.
So, my dear, wouldn't you like to have a little ring on the bell? No sooner said than done.
I'd love to. And Henry, too, I'm sure. Right, Henry?
Stop that nonsense, Godwin. Are you out of your mind? What will people say?
They can say what they like. What do I care? What do they do to me? What's the step, my dears? Careful, you don't hurt yourself.
Godwin, you're a buffoon.
Let's try to talk him out of it. Man, I'm in a private area, I guess. Yep.
Here we are. Look at this beauty.
Oh, man.
We can't do this, can we?
Who says? Get ringing, wench.
With a hangover? Oh.
This is wonderful.
Ah, bloody oath. And now, my dears, comes the climax of the evening.
Godwin, you old goat.
Come here.
Where am I? And where's my armor? There we go. And those thoughts. Unfortunately, I can't really show that scene due to, well, just there are so many rules against it on YouTube that, sorry. I'm sure someone else has it, but, you know, sorry. God.
What the hell?
Ooh, hi. I'm still injured, apparently. I didn't sleep at all last night. Father? Wow.
Well, I have to say that was a fine evening.
Godwin, you beast. Get up. Do you hear me? Wake up, you drunkards.
Oh, fucking hell.
Where the... Oh, what the... Oh, who the hell are you? Oh, Henry. my great friend Henry. And we have a wonderful time.
Well, you certainly did, you old lecher. Now you better pull yourself together quick. You haven't much time. There's some water and something to eat on the table there, but if I were you, I would move my hairy arse before my flock eats me alive.
Oh, step on in my head. My guts. Oh, my poor suffering stomach. Oh, what was that woman on about? Before my flock eats me alive. I've forgotten something. What have I forgotten?
Where the fuck am I?
What the fuck was it? Oh. Mass! Oh shit, I have to say mass. I gotta say mass. You have to help me.
How? You're the priest.
I can't do it in this state. Maybe the liturgy. But I have to give a sermon as well. Oh, this is a disaster. They're gonna excommunicate me. I'd like to help you, but you can. You can do the sermon for me.
Uh-oh.
What? So, first I investigate a murder no one wants investigated. Then I drunkenly keep the whole town up all night. And now you want me to preach at them from the pulpit? Do you want them to burn us at the stake?
No. No, I've got it. Suppose that Sir Radzig's protege. You just came from studying in Prague. And you want to share the words of Master Jan Hus, who you recently heard preaching there. Henry, look, from what I remember, we might have overdone it a bit last night. And if the bailiff or someone else complains about me, the bishop's gonna have my guts for garters. So I'd appreciate it. Stop gaping at me like a stuffed squirrel and start helping.
You're mad. You're stark raving mad.
I'm not. It's a perfect plan. It's flawless. Oh. How about this? If you help me with this, I'll tell you who Lubosh's cronies are.
Well. Alright, hear ye, hear ye. I've listened to little and drinking. Uh-oh. Okay.
So all at once, the confessional seal isn't so sacred?
Don't mock me. I won't give you a second chance.
Got it. Alright.
Well, alright. But I can't make any promises about what'll happen.
No, neither can I.
What do you want me to do, exactly?
I'll go and start the liturgy. Then I'll introduce you. You give the sermon I told you yesterday in the tavern, and that's that. No need to drag it out. If it turns out well, I'll tell you what I know about Lubosh.
Christ almighty. Fine then. We have a deal.
Wonderful. Let's get to it then.
Okay. Do I have all my stuff? Okay, anything that adds charisma. Oh boy. I got a problem. I got a buff. I'm drunken. Okay. Up to the halfway point of the buff, your strength, speech, and vitality and charisma increase to a maximum of 2. The closer you get to the halfway mark, the bigger the bonus, but your consciousness will also rise considerably. Oh, conspicuousness. Yeah, wait, the closer it gets, the better, right? Or I'm worse. This is a +1, I can see that. Up to halfway point of the buff. So here, 50 down here is good, right? Well, let's just figure out what my drinking skill is going to be. I like beer. Influence, if your hands will take 5% less, and your bow will be higher than 2. When you sober your hand, that's a terrible idea. Stronger wine, stronger beer. Well, beer seems to be more available, but I'm more of a wine connoisseur guy myself, so let's go with that. Wine is 50% weaker, so I can drink more. Got it. I thought it was the other way around. For a second there. My mistake. Okay. So I'm just gonna equip you. Anything Wait. I thought I gave this jewelry away. Okay. Increase charisma. So I need something that increases me average charisma. So that's a good one. No pants. I'll just go up there like that, right? 8 charisma there. So I need something with anything that has good, decent charisma. Like, that's 9 right there. That's 9 right there. That's not a thing. 3, 12. Sure. That's a 9. It's a 10. So, sure on that. No, not that. Weapons. Dagger. Shield. Merchant sword? Sure. 10 charisma. 17 charisma. That's an impressive shield we picked up there. Good. The bow? Nope, that's not going to help you at all. Alright. I'm still injured. Okay, let's make our way out. Hi! Make our way out. This will go well. Man, I'm hurt. I'm about to pass over. About to give pass over while passing over. This is a terrible idea. What could possibly go wrong? With how scripted this was, I think he might have just been our only option, really, to do this.
I thought he'd never show up. The swill pole.
Look at him. He can hardly walk after his capers last night.
You were with them, you beast. Just you wait.
Mother of God, any minute now he'll throw up.
So I couldn't sleep a wink last night with all that clamor.
We have a little dent in our armor from that one blow we took from that
In
knight.
nomine Patris, et Filii, et Spiritus Sancti. Amen. Accepit panem in sanctas at venerabiles a manus suas. Hac facite in meam commemorationem.
But just forget himself.
Brothers and sisters, you may have had the honor of meeting Henry from Skalitz, who is here at the behest of Sir Hanush to investigate that heinous crime at Neuhof. You might not know that Henry recently visited Prague, where, by the grace of God, was able to hear Master Jan Hus from the esteemed Charles University preaching. I've managed to persuade Henry to stand here today in my stead and tell us what he heard. Because, as you all probably know, Jan Hus is a very popular preacher in Prague. So, Henry, you may begin.
Curious which one of them will puke first.
We're gonna see. I'm glad I took speech. Really glad I took speech. Okay. Begin it confidently. 9 minus 1. I'll do it confidently.
Brothers and sisters, let me get straight to the point. I'd like to talk about the church and how corrupt it is.
That boy has a cheek.
Ah, here we go.
Creation has given to every man the power by which he might rule the whole world. But that power does not give him the right to rule.
Wait.
That right belongs to God alone.
Awkward. Continuous, modelly.
It is the corruption of God's pastors here on earth that has brought misfortune on our heads. Plague, humans, hunger, and chaos. The accursed wealth that the church is drowning in is poisoning almost the whole of Christendom. When dogs are fighting over a bone, take the bone and they will stop. Just like the flock of ravens that has descended on this land to peck up every speck of gold and silver. They show no mercy, Their hearts are poisoned by covetousness. They trade everything. Everything is for sale. You want to baptize a child? Pay. You want to steal and murder? Pay, and you will have absolution. And the prelates sin and give themselves absolution.
For shame. Shame upon them.
Drunkenness to sin is human. Sure, we'll go with that
What
one.
sins? They live with harlots and keep concubines, even though only marital intercourse for the purpose of procreation is pure. If someone takes a woman or man only to satisfy their own lust, who seduces them to do so but Satan? And how much darker the sin if that man is a servant of the church? Who can turn his face to God, who fornicates and then puts on priestly robes?
Nothing we don't know about already.
Whoops. Modestly, harshly. Let's go harshly. Let's turn up a little bit.
Enough about sin, which the prelates are so fond of preaching about, and whose absolution they promise if you only pay enough coin to Mother Church. What if the devil himself were to pay? Will the bishops tell us he too would ascend to heaven? And what about those bishops? They sin without remorse, and with the money grasped from the poor for indulgences, they keep fine horses and hordes of servants to pamper them. They play dice and garb their mistresses in expensive furs, while Christ, the Lamb of God, walked barefoot and had nowhere to lay his head. Look to your consciences, you robbers of the poor, for you are seen by God and his people too.
Down with the prelates! Away with them!
We're fortunate to have our good Father Godwin. At least he's a fair and simple man.
Godwin, but stand up for Godwin. Try to start some quote to. Yeah, let's go with this.
I say to you, in the words of Jan Hus, he who knows much, let him speak much. He who knows little, let him speak little. Let each speak as much as he knows. And he who knows nothing, let him at least teach his neighbor one virtuous deed by setting him good example and refraining from playing dice and from fornication. And that applies both to priests and to you, brothers and sisters.
That's his conclusion?
That is all I heard in Prague. Amen.
Was it good? I don't know. I get a lot of successes, so they're smiling. That's good.
The lad spoke well, considering what a soak he is.
He's right, that Hus.
The young man shouldn't drink so much, but the Lord's given him a silver tongue.
I don't suppose I'll ever get to Prague. He told it nicely.
Ooh.
Well, well, my boy, you have talent, and I can't deny it. And you pulled a thorn from my side. I almost didn't make it.
Yeah, I noticed. But I wasn't the only one.
Oh, what's to be done? I'll make it up somehow.
So, about our bargain.
Although it's a sin.
So gluttony and fornication.
God does forgive a penitent.
So, what did Limpy Lubos tell you? Was he at Neuhof that day? Who was with him? And where are they now?
Now, slow down. I'm sorry, but he didn't tell me that much.
Don't let me down after all I've been through. For you?
Well, now Lubos came to me shortly after it happened. His conscience was gnawing at him. And I must say, in the end, he turned out to be a better man than he looked. He said they'd been hired through some crony of theirs. And at first they were just to steal some horses. But then it all turned sour and people started getting killed. And neither he nor his cronies wanted anything to do with that. So they fell out from the gang and fled.
Fell out? Yeah, there was a body found in the woods by Neuhof.
That would explain something. Lubos kept jabbering that he wasn't a murderer, that he didn't want to do it.
So I know that Lubos killed the murderer and he's dead too. The trouble is, I need to find the ones who are still alive. I need names and places. Did he mention any of the others?
Only nicknames. Talked about some fella called Riki from Ledechko, Pius, Timmy.
Pius. That lot are about as pious as I am ordained.
Nonsense. You would make an excellent priest. And anyhow, With your skills, you ought to be able to sniff out this Riki from Ledechko, right?
Well, we'll have to now. There's not much else to go on. Let's hope he's not hanging from the wall, too.
Indeed. And I'd hate to be excommunicated for nothing. Anyhow, good luck. You watch out for yourself. These people clearly mean business. And I'd like to raise a tankard with you again sometime.
Yeah, I'll try. Although I'm not sure I'd survive another night of your debauchery.
And if anyone should ask, you heard nothing from me. I'll deny everything.
I don't doubt it.
Well, that was an excellent little night in town. Ooh, I do need to...
Could stop by and see her again. I enjoyed it last time.
I will need to do that, but I also need to end it right here. So, if you guys like the show, please consider liking the show. Subscribe down below, guys. Helps me out a great deal. And I'll see you in the next one. Leave your comments. I like hearing them. I'll see you turn my camera back on, too. Lights.